Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. So in this video, we're going to have a look at Nokia series devices. So here I have most of the major QWERTY Nokia series devices. So we have E63, E71, E72, E5, and E6. So these are the most famous one and widely available. There are few others QWERTY keyboard phone like E60 and E61, and also E60, maybe E73. So those devices are not here, and those devices are really hard to find. So I have all these devices, and we will check how we can make use of these devices. So mostly these are running on Symbian S60, and this device Nokia A6, which released at last. This was like some last QWERTY Symbian phone, um, which actually has the latest version of software, which is running on Nokia N8 and other devices. So this is most capable devices from here. But here I'm going to talk about which one will be great if you want to use one of these. So first of all, Nokia 63. If we take this Nokia 63, it's a very good phone. It does support 3G and works very well. The keyboard's really great here, better than any of these. I like this because the keyboard has like soft touch feeling, so it's really great. And it has a 2 megapixel camera, does work perfectly fine. Everything works fine, and it does connect with 3G, and you can use this one. But as I said, this device does work with network. But if you want like to listen to the music, or if you want to browse something, it is not really good on this device. Although you can listen to music on this device and have like 3.5 headphone jack, which is great rather than this device. So but it doesn't have like any media control. So if you are looking for a device, if you want to listen to the music, Nokia 60, E63 will not be a good choice, as it doesn't have like any media control keys here. But it does work if you really want like backup device. It works really well, but you have to be mindful that it doesn't support 4G. So in few countries these devices will not work. So for basic users, it's really good phone. And if we come to Nokia E71, so this device also work perfectly fine. It's very similar to E63, but one thing about this device is that it has metal body, and one of the downside of this device, actually it has 2.5 headphone jack. So that's why it is not really good, because you cannot find this type of earphone nowadays. It's really difficult to find, or you can use like dongle just to convert it to 2.5 to 3.5, which will be a little bit more hassle, because the price of these devices quite similar, about $5 to $10 mostly. So you should choose the best one if you really want. So this device has SIM card in it. I just put SIM card to try, and it is connecting on 3G, and you can browse YouTube and other things on this device, and all of them has Wi-Fi too. So no, not really bad device. But as I said, if you are looking for a music player device and backup device, this will be not to go with. Just for if you want a device just to talk and text messages, it is good actually. You can use this device too. So very similar to 63. Now if we come to E72, this device, actually I really like this device. First of all, it has a lot to offer. It has metal body, and it has actually premium build quality. And one of the um, unique thing of this device, actually it has trackpad with navigation keys. So you have both of them. Like in like BlackBerry devices, you will get on the trackpad, but in this device you will get trackpad and navigation buttons. So whatever you convenient you can use, and does support 3.5G, can be used very well actually. And also have like keys for volume up and down, and also controlling the music. So this will be a perfect choice for listening to the music, and also like for a backup device. And these devices can hold better power for very long time. So if you charge one time, maybe you will forget to charge this thing like 3 4 days. It will run anyway, because you're not going to use much these devices. That's only for phone call and texting. So for that, it will last very long. Now come to the E5. So E5 also really good phone, but it is not really great actually. I don't really like its design. And the one I have here, the display is not really good in this device. But anyway, this device also have similar specs, everything nearly identical, but it has better camera. And also this device, few of them have like front camera, like E71, E72 have front camera, but E5 has no front camera, but it does have like proximity sensor and light sensor. So those are here, and it has updated software than this. But this device is also not really good for listening to the music. And the keypad is also good actually, but I really prefer Nokia E63 for keypad here, because those are soft feeling keypad, like it's really good to type on. But this device also really good. Actually most of the devices here actually very similar, so any of this you can take for your as a secondary device. If you don't really want any kind of social media or anything, just for listening to the music and for phone and text, you can choose any of this. But if you really want all-rounder one, then you have to wait. I will say which one is great in this spec. Now come to the best one here. So this is Nokia E6, and it has like everything here actually is better than these devices, and it has actually touch screen too. So why I'm not saying that this device is great actually, to choose like for music player and other things, is that it has touch screen and keypad, and this makes this device actually quite difficult to use. So if I go here, usually what I do, if I'm using keypad, I'm not really going in the touch screen. So if whatever, whenever you are using this device, you can't, like if you want to go back somewhere, so if I'm using here, so if I want to go back, I have to, I can't go back directly actually, it will go directly outside. Like you see, it directly close. You have to use the back key from here to go back, so which is really inconvenient for this device. But this device build quality actually better than all of this. It has metal build, also has like, the camera is really good here, 8 megapixel fixed focus camera, which is really bad. So for although it has a like higher megapixel count, but it is not really good to use. And the flash here is really great, the speakers are good too, and it does has like the buttons to control your music and other things. Good phone, but not really good phone for what we are trying to use this device. So basically, if you really want to buy a device for your as a secondary device, I would say go with Nokia 72. It has really good build quality, it has all the things you want from all of these, because these devices are running on nearly similar specs. So you will not see much difference. In one difference you will see is the storage capacity. This device has internal storage like 8 gig of internal storage, and on rest of all has no internal storage. You have to put your SD card. So anyway, we all have SD card laying around, just can put SD card in there and you can use it. But if you want Nokia E6, you can go with this Nokia E6 too, which is good actually, but it is a bit heavy. And Nokia E6 not really slim like Nokia E70 um, too. And another thing about this device is actually you can charge with micro USB. Nokia 63 and E71 you can't charge with micro USB, but these two devices can be charged with micro USB. So no issue with that. If you don't have barrel jack, you can use Nokia like micro USB to charge these devices. Have 5 megapixel camera which does autofocus, so really great at that too actually. So basically this device I will say to go with if you really want to buy Nokia series phone for as a secondary device. So, and if you really want to browse internet and other things, you can install Opera Mini, and if you want to watch YouTube, you can install JTube, and there are tons of games you can play on this device. Even there are emulator also available for these devices maybe. So anyway, so that's all about Nokia series phone. If you really want to buy one of these, you can buy these devices. Or I will say if you really want secondary devices, you can go with BlackBerry too. But BlackBerry devices you can't install anything, but those devices are much better than this I think. So that's all about these devices. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.